far can they go? 500-mile range. And by the way, it's 500 miles at maximum weight at highway speed. Semi will go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. That's by itself or with a trailer.
Today we're going to take a look at the semi-truck because this could be a billion-dollar product category for Tesla in the near future. The Tesla Semi is a heavy-duty tractor hauler aimed at disrupting the shipping industry. It classifies as a Class 8 truck with a gross vehicle weight north of 80,000 pounds. The specs that Tesla has put out are pretty ridiculous. With that full 80,000 pound load, which is about 3,600 kilograms, it goes 0 to 60 in 20 seconds. So this is going to make it be able to travel a lot faster and get those deliveries there even sooner. This begs the question though, what is the payback period? Meaning when I buy it, I'm going to have to pay more upfront. How long until I get that money back and then I really start seeing those savings? Tesla puts the payback period at only 2 years. Practically the blink of an eye when you talk about an industry like this that is so long-standing and has so many big cycles.
Roughly 400,000 trucks crash every year, killing about 4,000 people and costing the economy billions of dollars. Human error is nearly always to blame. Otto says the solution is a robot that doesn't get tired, angry, drunk, or distracted.
So we're able to perceive everything, we're able to act faster, and as a result, we're able to make that truck driver monitoring the system and the act of driving much safer.
It completed the world's first truck autonomous delivery, carrying 50,000 cans of Budweiser from a brewery in Fort Collins, Colorado, to Colorado Springs, 120 miles away. The human drove the truck onto the highway, flipped on self-driving mode, and spent the next 2 hours of interstate chilling in the back seat. Autonomous cars may get all the buzz, but teaching trucks to drive themselves could deliver major economic and safety benefits. With 3 million drivers in the US, trucks carry 70% of American freight.
It eventually leads to some real high-tech stuff. Nope, this tank doesn't have a driver. Techs are doing practice runs here at Camp Grayling. Perhaps one day, that means one less soldier in the line of fire.
We operate off-road, so Google doesn't have it mapped. We don't have all that information.
As Scott Heim explains, the military has added challenges. In the past, they've used what's called leader-follower programs. Last year, one live driver piloted several autonomous trucks back and forth across the Blue Water Bridge. That could play a huge role in transporting food, ammo, and other goods. The next step? To drop the drivers altogether and hopefully one day reduce the risk of live fire action.
But with all that extra time to relax on the road, maybe they can knock out a novel or two, or at least catch up on some sleep.
If you look at transportation, we think that self-driving technologies can improve safety, reduce emissions, and improve operational efficiencies of our shipments.
Go in autopilot here. We're in a much tighter lane now than we used to be. The width of the graphic used to be this much, now it's this much, so it's actually showing lanes. And you can see the different shapes of the vehicles. We just had an SUV pass on my left. That's a larger SUV graphic. This is a larger graphic, looks like a van. And indeed, I see it is. So this larger shape is an 18-wheeler. On my left, and there it goes passing by.
So, how does the car learn? It learns from humans, of course. This is the real breakthrough. In a recent press conference, Musk referred to each Model S owner as an expert trainer that feeds a collective AI network by simply just driving the vehicle on autopilot. In other words, each Tesla driver trains their car when they drive in autopilot mode. By doing this, they reinforce wanted driving behavior from the car and discourage unwanted driving behavior. But the interesting thing is, all Teslas are part of a fleet. So when one car learns, it teaches that to all Teslas over a network, so they all learn together. It's basically a hive mind of Teslas. It almost seems like the perfect combination of machine learning and autonomy. Really cool stuff. Since there are tens of thousands of humans training the Teslas, and all the Teslas learn together, that makes for a lot of instructional data, so all the Teslas should get very good at driving very quickly. Elon says that the system should improve every day by updating the driving algorithm. He goes on to say that Model S owners could add approximately 1 million miles of new data every day. It's interesting to note that just a few weeks after the release, Model S owners on websites such as the Tesla Motors Club are already describing how autopilot is improving by itself. A lot of people say Tesla is drastically overvalued and will vanish with the bursting of the new tech bubble. Although it is true that we are in a tech bubble, I think Tesla is showing us something that cannot be instantly measured: innovation. They really are showing a whole new way for an entire century-old industry. And I'd say, even though it's not easily measured, that is very valuable. As Nobel economist Robert Shiller puts it, quote, "Technology has made the biggest changes in our economy. We should start to take a look at GDP and the productivity numbers differently because they are not estimating or capturing the impact of new technology." End quote.